What up, crypto world? Kurt Conley here from Cryptofy for another TIS-Hitter video. I'm here today with Mr. Nissen. How are you today, Rev, on this sunny Friday?
Doing all right, mate. Doing all right. Bit of crazy stuff happening out there, hey? Bitcoin going for it?
The market is insane right now with Bitcoin. Obviously, alts are taking an absolute beating, but you know, at the end of the day, you gotta hand it to the king. He's taken full ownership of the market at the moment, and he is tearing through absolutely everything. So 16K Bitcoin, I'm pretty happy to be seeing that right now. What about you, Rev?
Yeah, I mean, it's always exciting. Always definitely exciting to see this thing do its thing and just produce, you know, year after year. Every time it always surprises the whole space. I think a lot of people are hurting at the moment. You know, not many people expected it to do this. A lot of people were calling sub 10K, and not many people hit that target. So the 10-free range was a support range, and I'm glad I got a little small long in there at 25x, but it wasn't a big position, but decent enough to be making some money on it personally. So, but right now we're seeing a little bit of a kind of like a double top out on a technical side of things, not the dollar value thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say, do you want to elaborate on that? I did see that we have hit that right now.
Yeah, so like as you can see, the price is falling, and I mentioned this probably about maybe 2 hours ago or so in Discord as well. Like the moving averages, you know, the MACD as well. If you use custom settings and personal settings that you personally have, volume as well. We saw a lot of sell pressure. A lot of those things are showing us, okay, we're double topping here from a technical perspective, but don't forget that is lagging. So you know that could already be in play, and this move down here might just be it, and then it'll start pushing again. So we're just not sure, but hopefully it does range between the 14 to the 16,000 range. That way alts can sort of have some sort of breathing space and start to sort of breathe again and get a chance to start moving again.
Sure. All right, let's just jump straight into TIS-Hitters. There's not that much to cover today. Obviously, you know, what's going on in the market. You know, we've been trying to find some trades, but you know, Bitcoin's just tearing through everything. So, as always, quick disclaimer: you guys are all signed up to TIS, and for people that aren't, there is a disclaimer that comes with everything that we do in this community. So, have a quick read, and we will move straight on to the first summary of the things that we've been looking at. Okay, so right now we did have a few other trades, but still a good trade we think is FET. It has dropped down to 256 sats, which is well below what the entry was when we first originally started talking about FET. But I mean, if you look at a lot of these alts, you know, like they've gone past bottom on some of these things, right?
Yeah, definitely have. And just, I can't believe it. I'm looking at them like, holy, like it's almost if you were sitting on the sidelines, this is like it's cake. Just take it.
Yeah, this is the dream right now, right? So,
legit, yeah.
I'm definitely having a look at a few at the moment. I'm definitely buying some stuff here as well. There is, you know, and as well, like we follow our system. So TIS has been like providing notification after notification over the last week. I think it was either Monday or Tuesday. You know, like a flood of like 50 trades come in, and it's constantly just throwing trades in, which is when you look at what's going on in the market and what's going on with Bitcoin, you'd be like, what are all these notifications coming through? But it's sort of like telling us, hey guys, there's some great opportunities around here. It just takes some nous and a little bit of courage to go for it, right, Rev?
Definitely is. It's actually crazy how TIS works. I wish we can really elaborate on how it works a bit more, but at the moment it's more of a dollar cost averaging in. So try and DCA in, always have some sort of USDT on the side. I know, Kurt, you dislike being in that position and it's not a comfortable position for you, but you know what? Times like this, alts are going to be great picks. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think what Rev's alluding to there is I exited, you know, a few BTC around that $11,000, $12,000 mark. I've been sitting in USDT since with a small, not a small, but a decent sideline. And I'm just like right now, just like dying to just start throwing that across the board of what I want to jump into. But you know, I'm still nervous. You know, I'm still not sure. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll. So yeah, as we were just saying, you know, it seems that alts want to come alive. You know, the faith's there. Everyone in crypto wants to see alts take a bounce here. But Bitcoin needs to relax a little bit here. As much as we love seeing Bitcoin go, once it starts to relax, we'll start seeing some of these bigger alts move, and then we'll start seeing some of the lower alts. It's this market cycle that we've talked about in both Discord and Facebook. So, once again, TIS is continually pinging LTC, Storage, XLM. I've got LTC twice there. That's probably because it's pinging it more than ever. Band and Wi-Fi as well. I mean, Wi-Fi, TIS caught a great sell on that. Right, 30 was it, Rev?
Yeah, something like that, 32,000 or something.
Where's it at now?
Like 8.
Yeah, so that was a great sell
Yeah.
there. So let's quickly jump into. We're only looking at one today.
Yep.
Let's quickly jump into that.
Sounds good.
So today's token that we're looking at is REN. It's currently sitting at 60 on the CMC ranking, sitting around that 26 cents range, 1,700 sats, and it's got the volume there with 161 Bitcoin. Another thing, we always keep talking about the amount of notifications come through with TIS, 8 buys. So this aligns to our narrative that we're saying here. These tokens are being pinged, the notifications are coming in. I know that we're looking at them and going, geez, these notifications come in and then it drops a little bit more. I've had more than enough messages come through from community members going, what the heck's going on? I'm sure you've had a few as well there, Red.
Yeah, definitely.
But, it's this DCA narrative that we're talking about. So 8 buys in the last month. I hope to see REN get some love soon, like some of these other ones that we've been talking about. But based on what's going on in the market, then the rating we can only give this is a 5 because, Bitcoin could still go on another tear or it could chill. We'll just have to wait and see. So let's pull up a chart, Rev, and have a quick look.
Yeah, for sure. I'll bring up REN, and yeah, it's just pretty much the rating on it is just, we can't really rate anything in a good position because, as you said, Bitcoin's just not giving us the opportunity to. But once again, this does look like it's found its bottom as well. It has huge upside potential versus the bottom, it going in lower as well. So we're looking at 4 hourly here. I mean, yeah, it could still fall off. As long as it holds this line here, I'm pretty comfortable to trade. But if it doesn't, always use an SL, of course, if you are entering this trade. So just keep your eyes on there. That's a 4 hourly chart. Obviously, it's a longer term trade. If Bitcoin does chill out, hopefully this does get a chance to move in. But you can see right there as well, push up, push back down, hopefully another push up here. Maybe just to even meet the 100 AMA back at 2.7 or so, 1,000 sats away. A decent trade there, and we expect the MACD to sort of turn bullish as well here. So there's not really much on the charts. It's one of the trades that looks good with volume. So, but just keep an eye on that 1,500 sat range as well, because it could potentially fall off there. The more important thing that we want to have a look at today is pretty much Bitcoin. So I'm going to move on to that here as a chart, and just have a look at it and just show you on a short-term perspective what's happening. You can see the MACD. Here, it's going for it. It's currently unconfirmed, but it is in a bearish sentiment, and the zero line is so far away, it's not even funny. I mean, that's a really high hourly MACD perspective to be looking at. I mean, look at these here. You can see a nice double top there on the 12.26.9. We got 281 there, 252, but this one's at 382, 390, and it's been a very long time since that MACD has pushed that far. So above the zero line, and at the moment for it to be under but unconfirmed on the hourly is pretty much telling us that we may be getting a push down. And we look at the 100 AMA and on 99 here, but it's sitting at 14,000, so it's very, very crucial on the hourly there. 4 hourly, what do we got here? 13.4 and 14.1 on the monthly MA. So 14 could be potentially a retest for it to go back down to 14. Yeah, there is that potential for sure. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. We don't know if it's going to happen. We don't have a crystal ball, but yeah, it's it looks pretty up there. Now this is what I mean by double topping out on technicals from the start of the video. Right here, you see that topped out and topped out on the MACD. But not on the dollar. See, it pushed price to here, but then price pushed to here, so it didn't double top on dollar, but it did double top on the MACD. Right there. So that's what I mean by it right now, and it feels as though we've done that again. almost a triple top and breakout, but now hopefully it chills out so alts can get a chance to do their thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it, Kurt. There's nothing really else that I can see. But fingers crossed, yeah, alts get a chance because a lot of people have been hammered. And people are very quiet in the whole scene across the whole board.
Yeah, it's a ghost town, right? Like I know that, like to me, like now is a really exciting times with Bitcoin doing its thing, but I feel it as well. Everyone feels it, but it does seem very, very quiet, across all social platforms and what's going on at the moment when there should be probably a lot more chatter and a lot more banter going on with Bitcoin making this kind of move. So hopefully, Bitcoin just takes a small vacay and alts have some love.
Definitely. Also, keep your eyes out on Band. I mean, I looked at the chart and I was like, oh, wow, this is insane. Like...
Great entry. We're massive fans of Band, love it. Like I said before, I've got some USDT on the side. I bought it at 580, it went to 720 or something like that. I'm still in that position as well. But yeah, and also, the fundamentals on Band just keep getting stronger and stronger. I mean, what is it now, Rev? How much of it's locked up? Like, ridiculous amount, right?
90-some% or something last time I checked.
Yeah, 90% of the tokens are completely locked up. The team did another team lockup. So, Rev, you and I have been through a team lockup before when we were employed on a project. Having your tokens locked up for a period of time and watching it go up and down can be an emotional roller coaster. But to come out and do it again and lock up is the team having some real good faith behind their project. So, mass shout out to Band and their team for doing that, because that is not an easy decision at all.
Definitely, totally agree.
So yeah, they're the things that we're watching at the moment. Always watching Bitcoin. Big shout out to Bitcoin. Awesome run. But let's see what happens in the market in the very near future. Hoping you guys all have a win, make some gains, and we'll be around to talk to you guys all day, every day. Take care.
Done deal. Take care, guys. Cheers, Kurt.